Iconoclast Speaks.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Iconoclast Speaks. I am the Iconoclast and welcome to the new bunker. I've switched up, moved to a different bunker because I don't want you guys to be able to know where I'm at any given moment. Today I'd like to talk to you about self-worth. Now, there's two sides to this coin. There's those of us who are on the far right side of this argument where we have very high self-worth, almost narcissistic value of ourselves. Then there are those who have no self-worth. I think there's a danger in both areas, but I myself have very high self-worth. I value myself. I value my time. I value who I am. I think I like myself maybe more than I should at times, but that's neither here nor there. But I want to focus more on people who have very low self-worth. And there's a lot of people out there that fall in this category. And I don't understand it. I really don't. Because when I view a person, I've never looked at somebody and thought, man, that individual is useless. I may say it as a joke to somebody, but I've never thought a person has no worth or no value in society. And I don't think people should look at themselves as worthless. We oftentimes do it, and when someone who doesn't value themselves, they get into very harsh and acidic relationships because they go to find worth from others. And there's a big danger in that because you don't know who you're going to and how they value you. This whole devaluing of yourself leads to a lot of issues, a lot of problems. Suicide is one of them. But even before that, just, there's industries out there such as pornography, those kinds of things, where people who don't value who they are find themselves falling into these areas. And we have a huge problem with that, like human trafficking, those kind of things. They all kind of, in my mind, they all fall into that category where the devalued person, and I guess not even it's the devaluing of a human being. And I think we do that, and we do it very easily. When someone disagrees with us, we devalue them, and we put them into this category. And it's really sad because I think every person out there is an amazing individual. And I think every person out there has some amazing talents and things that I can't do. And I see it, and I'm like, wow, man, I can't paint. I can't draw. I can't sing. I can't dance. And there's a whole song about things I can't do. But the only thing about me is the way I walk. But anyway, when we need to get to a point where we value individuals, but also we need to get to a point where we value ourselves. And we need to, as a parent, I need to instill in my kids the value they have of who they are and what they contribute to the world. Because when we get to a point where we aren't valuing ourselves and aren't valuing each other, aren't valuing those around us, then it's a sad society we are living in. So this is a really short one this week, but I think an important one, that start valuing others. Values start with yourself. If you can't value yourself, you can't value somebody else. So value yourself enough to realize you are important and you have something to contribute. Then help others to see what they contribute. Let's start a campaign of complimenting, where when we see something, and not just like, oh, hey, I like your hair. Like, look at what they contribute, what their talents are, and say, you know what, you are so good at this. And let's start uplifting and getting the word out there that you are valuable, you have a purpose, and we can work from there. So it's like, I know I made fun of the hashtags, but this is a new hashtag, and I'm not saying, just say hashtag compliment campaign. No, let's actually get out there and compliment each other. Let's go out there and point to the value that person has, because they have something that they can give no matter who they are, and it'll lift them up. And by lifting them up, it lifts society up, it lifts everybody up, and we have a more succinct, happy, caring world. And that's the point, is every one of us has a purpose. Now, find out what that purpose is. See you next time.
The Iconoclast speaks.